horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Set on first down. The back goes in motion. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, and go on to the next play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has got it, and they're trying to pick up some yards. Touchdown, Ohio State! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Alabama quickly back to the line. Trying play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Got the first down and more. The expressway is wide open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Stopped after making the catch.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And these design QB runs, man, they really test the physicality of this defense. Knowing this quarterback's going to tote the rock, they know that there's now an extra blocker, so somebody on defense is going to have to make a superhuman effort, get off a block and make a play. They could not get that done right there.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. First down for this offense. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Facing a third down and short from the 26. They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Such a big decision early in the game. When you're opening drive, 3rd and short, you run it, you don't pick it up, and now you're just inches away from getting it. I'm not going to be surprised, guys, if they decide to run it here again.
Finds his man, and they convert. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To the air, it's Howard. Feeling some heat. He's got it. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Finds a man on the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can, and they're asked to block a lot of the times too, but I tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread, don't forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything, and then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches, so he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they're able to get him on the ground. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver shows motion. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. To the air, it's Milroe. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie. Getting set for the point after. Right down the boulevard. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is snowed under. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Looking for his man. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Trying to find his man on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Henderson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Running back searching for a hole. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. The Buckeyes have enough for the first down.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tate. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. 2nd and goal for this offense. Touchdown, Ohio State. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz.
Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Going for the return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, the ground game. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And he's going to run it back. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after